So, before we start DIY Saturday, I just want to let you know that the giveaway for the Big Blue Bath Bomb has ended. If you would like to know all the rules to that giveaway, just click the card somewhere in here and you'll see the rules for the Big Blue Bath Bomb giveaway. It has ended. I'm going to be picking the winners next week. So good luck to all those who have entered my giveaway. So let's get into this episode of DIY Saturday. Hit it! Welcome to DIY Saturday with me, your host, Shundara. Hey, all you Savvy Naturalistas and Ohana. Welcome to DIY Saturday. Today we're making something really easy, and the major ingredient for this DIY is kaolin clay, because today we're making natural deodorant. So initially the reason why I really wanted to make this recipe is because I ran out of deodorant recently, and no, I don't live anywhere in some really small town, but I'm just being really cheap and I like to buy natural deodorant, and it gets kind of expensive, and right now I'm not really wanting to spend some money. And because I have all the ingredients to make deodorant that I used to sell at the farmer's market, I'm like, why not make deodorant now? So I'm going to show you guys the recipe that I use to make this all natural deodorant that you can make yourself. All you need is a few ingredients, and it's really easy, and it keeps you nice and less smelly all day. So you guys, let's go make this really cool citrus scented deodorant, and let's go. Okay, so now we're going to make our easy DIY deodorant. So for this DIY, you will need gloves. So make sure you put your gloves on, which I'm doing right now. And you will also need a scale. That's why we have the scale right here. So you will need a scale to measure out all your ingredients. If you cannot find a scale anywhere, you can go to Walmart to get a scale. This is a professional scale used for soap making, or you can use it for anything. I just like this scale. It's just really fun to use. So I just love this scale. So you want to start off with 4 ounces of ultra refined shea butter. Also, the scale may look dirty, but let's just pretend it's clean, okay? I do a lot of recipe testing, and sometimes I forget to clean it. That's probably why you never see it on camera, you guys, but let's just pretend it's clean, okay? So you want to use 4 ounces of ultra refined shea butter. You can use any shea butter you like. I'm just using ultra refined. So once you have that, you also want to add 4 ounces of coconut oil. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 ounces of coconut oil. Now, once you add your coconut oil and your shea butter mixture, you want to add 1/4 cup of beeswax before you put it in the microwave. So make sure you add this 1/4 cup of beeswax, okay? So you guys, let's go put it in the microwave and we'll be right back. Okay, so once it's melted down, I didn't melt it all the way down, like make sure it got really hot. And the reason why I didn't melt it completely is because, so you see I had like a little lump. Well, yeah, so I just had that little lump. But I was gonna say the reason why I didn't melt it all the way down is because shea butter has a tendency of getting very gritty if you melt it too hot. I don't know why it does that. I never really did research on why it does that, so don't ask me, but it does get really gritty if you melt it in the microwave too hot. So I like to melt it on low, and you can tell it's pretty low. You've seen the little lump. So yeah, and I'm touching it and I'm not burning my hands, so it's nice, and you know, it's nice and warm. It's not hot at all. So now we're going to add 1.5 ounces of kaolin clay. Is it on ounces? Yes, it is. So we're going to add 1.5 ounces of kaolin clay. If you don't have kaolin clay, you can also use bentonite clay. I just like kaolin clay because it gives it a sort of a lighter texture, if that makes sense. So 1.5 ounces of kaolin clay. There we go, 1.5. Now you want to add 1.5 ounces of arrowroot powder. If you do not have arrowroot powder or arrowroot starch, you can use cornstarch. You can use any starch you like. Oh God, let me tar. So yeah, and I always tar mine, you guys. So that's how I roll. So you want to add 1.5 ounces of arrowroot starch. Because I added about a few teaspoons before I decided to mix it, it's about 1.5. So now we're going to mix this all together. Once it's mixed all together and you get this sort of creamy like consistency, you want to add your oil. So we're going to start off by adding 20 drops of Miracle-Gro oil. And you can find Miracle-Gro oil at savvynaturalista.com. So you want to start off with 0.25 ounces or a quarter ounce of essential oils. We're not going to measure those on the scale. So I'm using a bit of sweet orange, a bit of grapefruit because I love grapefruit essential oil. And then I'm also using, that was actually blood orange. And I'm also using a bit of lemon, EO. And it's all 0.25 ounces of it. And then we're going to mix that all together to our mixture. So once it's all mixed just like this, it looks like pancake batter, doesn't it? You want to add it to your tube, any tubes you have. Now, I'm using this old Tom's of Maine tube that I've used up all the deodorant is out of it. And the reason why I'm using this is because, well, you know, I don't have any deodorant lying around the house. And this is the same recipe I use when I sell them at the store. So sell them at shows. So I was like, you know what? I might as well show people the natural deodorants I make for my shows. And sometimes I do give them away as samples as well, but I just want to show you guys how I do it. And since I'm out of deodorant, I'm just going to use this because, you know, you got to do what you got to do, right, you guys? This is perfect if you're trying to go natural. Oh, I got a little on the side. You're looking for a natural recipe? I like to make sure I get it all the way to the top. Just a little bit. There we go. So once it's full to the top like this, and if you have any extras left like I do and you want to give them away, this is what I like to do. I like to use a little bit of calendula petals just for visual effect. And these could be just like little samples you give away to people in your area who want to try natural deodorant and you would like them to buy some deodorant from you, or you can give these to friends and family. And I don't see anything wrong with using handheld deodorant in your hand. I mean, it's not that bad, is it? So just use a little calendula to make it pretty. And then you want to add the rest of your little deodorant mixture just like this. Because I feel like these may get stuck. You could use a silicone mold. So just in case they get stuck, and like I say, you want to give samples away to friends and family as gift, you can use these type of molds right here. Silicone molds may be much easier to pop them out. I really think those are going to get stuck. So we're just going to use a silicone mold. Don't try this at home. Look at the mess I'm making. And the only reason why I switched it, because I think they're going to get stuck in the muffin tin. So it's better to probably use the silicone mode. And just look at how beautiful. Okay, so we're going to let our deodorants dry. This one is nice. And we'll be back to unmold them. I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye. Okay, so we're back. And now we're going to unmold our deodorant. Now, these are the samples. And this is the one that I'm going to use. So, I want to say this. I did have to put these in the microwave. I mean, not the microwave, the freezer. Not the freezer, the refrigerator, just to set overnight because they were taking too long to set. Now, if you're in a colder climate, because I know on the East Coast you guys are having blizzards right now, but over here on the West Coast and the Southwest, it's like 80 degrees. So it's really hot. So these were not setting. So if it's summer and you decide to make these, you want to put them in the fridge so they can set. So let's unmold one. Ew, I'm so excited to give these as samples. Oh, so this is what they look like. The deodorant and the calendula. And you just like, you know, see, look at it. Looks really good. I'm excited. Let's unmold this little cute one right here. Oh, this is pretty. Look at this. Look how beautiful. And let's do our stick. Oh, it got a little dent, you guys. You see that? Well, let's unmold it. Let's stick it up. So this is what it will look like. You guys see? So just put it in your fridge and it should set after that. You won't need to store these in the fridge, and that's because we actually use beeswax in the mixture to set the deodorant, because and that way you do not have to use them, and you do not have to keep your deodorant in the fridge, because most deodorant you tend to have to keep in the fridge because they melt. So you won't have to do that with these. So I really hope you enjoyed this DIY. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you pick up Miracle Glow Oil at SavvyNaturalista.com. And I'll see you in our next DIY Saturday. Bye, you guys.